our beavers have successfully been replaced with bots. Moving forward, we are pretty much in a good place to save up some resources and build the earth recultivator. So while our beavers work on making that happen, we are going to start stockpiling even more resources because these are going to be gears, treated planks, and metal blocks. Actually no, this gear warehouse should probably be over here. And you know what? Yeah, let's just store even more logs because you can never have enough logs. As you can see, we ran out of all of them. We turned all of them into planks. Yeah. But if you come over here and take a look, there are plenty of bonuses that we're still, just ignoring. So I'm just going to grab the printing press right now and figure out if I can fit it somewhere over here. Okay, I'm basically not using all of this area and I need a way to transmit power from this place underground over here. So what we're gonna do is, first of all, let's use this place back here for a random scarecrow. And what this block is gonna be used for is basically to take power underground, just like that. And now what we're able to do is build tunnels wherever we wanna take power to. So primarily, I just wanna bring it all the way over here. There we go. And then inside the tunnels, I want a power shaft, just like that. And I'm pretty sure this power shaft can actually transmit power vertically, right? Let's try placing a printing press. No, it cannot. So one of the power shafts over here needs to be a vertical connection. And then we can place our printing press over here. Let's try and make this as compact as possible because we're gonna need a lot of industry moving forward. Let's just make sure that the bots are working over here as well so that they can make, books all the time for everyone. Oh, completely forgot to set the recipe over here. We are not gonna be making punch cards anytime soon, okay? Because I'm pretty sure punch cards use even more lumber. Yeah, they do. Now, what are the resources that I'm sort of not allowed to use? That's gonna be the gears, the treated planks, and the metal blocks. And how are we on all of those? Oh, we don't have enough of anything. So instead, let us come over here and find all the lumberjacks. And yeah, we're gonna make bots work all of these jobs. And it looks like we have 1,000 dirt stored right now. So maybe we should use that, right? And the way we're gonna use that is by using a mud pit. I wonder, why are you walking over here instead of, using a zipline station, considering you're right here? Very interesting. There's definitely some optimization I can do over here. Oh, it's because this zipline station doesn't connect back here. Oh, we can help with this as well. That's not really a problem. So what we're gonna do is get rid of both of these platforms and we're gonna go down over here and then come back up here and connect these underground. There we go, they're walking over here now instead of all the way from this place. Okay, let's fit in some more buildings over here and these are gonna be for the well-beings as well. So this is going to be the books, please. Yeah, and there's only one food that I'm missing, which is the maple pastries. And do I have maple syrup? Yes, I do. I have pretty much everything except the bakery itself. So let's do this actually. Yeah, we're gonna have a bakery over here. We are gonna have a small tank for the maple syrup. There we go. And what else do we need? We just need wheat. Wheat is already here, I believe. Yeah. So that basically means we're gonna have maple pastries ready for everyone. Why don't you guys just build a couple of warehouses everywhere with the maple pastries? Oh, hello. What's going on over here? Yeah, we can get rid of that staircase now. And in its place, we can place a warehouse for the maple pastries, of course. And how on earth did you get injured? Oh yeah, the lumber mills still have a low chance of injury. So we're not yet completely rid of the injury problems. And yeah, I did do this population control and stuff, but I don't want to do this anymore. You guys can just go ham and build as many bots as you possibly can, okay? Stop planting over here so that these trees can spread back here. I believe my forester cannot reach those areas, yep. And how are we looking in terms of food? Like, what is actually short? Oh yeah, everything is looking good. Oh my god, they ate all of the pastries. It's okay, it's okay. It's gonna take them a few days to, even out. Okay, I do want to get to the other side of this bridge right now. And that is gonna have to be with a platform, sadly. And I believe that's also gonna let me plant some trees over here too. That's gonna be all that you can reach, right? Yup. And of course, we're gonna need a lumberjack flag back here as well. Okay, what else is left? Lanterns, roofs, and shrubs. Do y'all not have roofs at your home? No, you don't. I need one over here, and I believe I might also need a shrub as well as a lantern We don't have any lanterns back here. There we go. And since we're in the middle of a drought right now, I do want to get down here and cap this off for good. It's going to take a lot of resources, but we kind of need it. Because the thing is that this will be able to make bad water even during a drought. And that is kind of ridiculously overpowered for our needs. But this also has a high chance of injury. So we are going to be unlocking this for bots and only having bots work over here. And thankfully, it doesn't actually use any power. That would be kind of insane. And I believe I don't need to have a lot of bots over here either. Just 3 or 2 would be fine for now. That means we can copy these automation settings over. What are these automation settings, by the way? It is less than 90%. So why are you off? Oh, because we don't need the depth sensor anymore. Okay, never mind. We can just get rid of that. And we can only use this timer now. And we can also... And that means we can also get rid of both of these Badwater pumps. Lovely. Oh my god, this place has a storage of 1200? That's really good. Yeah, I don't like this path being so red. I'm gonna connect this over here. It's not gonna make a lot of difference. So maybe we just keep extending our zipline stations as well. Okay, so that's good. This Badwater source is now finished. We don't have to worry about it ever again. And I believe the dome is cheaper to build, right? Yeah, it doesn't use any treated planks. I'm gonna build that over here. Yeah, because this one over here is more than enough for all of our needs. Yeah, we can build this from the top down, so a single suspension bridge over here is gonna be more than enough. Alright, that is another 200 gears and easy peasy lemon squeezy. We basically don't have to worry about bad water sources ever again on this map now. The only source of, I believe, contaminated water is this place now. I do want to improve this system right now. Okay, let's improve this a little bit. Okay, so the way this is gonna work is that we're gonna place basically these 2 high platforms over here, right? And then we're gonna place the normal platforms right on top. And yeah, we also need 2 high platforms basically all around this. Just like this. Oh yeah, I need a way to get up here too. So let's do that. Okay, impermeable floors over here and on top of this. And what that's gonna basically do is stop the water from flowing up over here and down over here. Wait a second, I can do this with an even smaller footprint using overhangs. But just in case you don't want to use overhangs, what I'm gonna do is place levees like this. And then at the end, we're gonna remove these staircases and place a levee over here as well. And that's basically gonna be it. Like, that's it. It's done. I'm just being extra, by the way. This is the exact same solution as the platforms. All right, that's basically it. Let me just confirm that there are actually impermeable floors inside of that. Wait, can I not see these? There are impermeable floors, but I cannot see them somehow for some reason. Because if I destroy this levee, then I'm pretty sure I'd be able to see them. Yeah, so that's a bug. Okay, and now I don't want the contamination to spread over here either. So I believe what I would need then is... Okay, first of all, I actually need to get up here. Yeah, so let's first get up there, and then we need to worry about the contamination stuff using this overhangs and spiral staircase. And then up here, we're gonna place contamination barriers. Oh yeah. And do we have enough bots now? We do, actually. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build another hauling post right now, and this is gonna be a bot-only hauling post. So you fellas can... Well, it doesn't really matter where the hauling post is. So I'm just gonna place it over here. Let's clean up these paths a little bit as well. Let's just copy it over here, and you guys are gonna be bots only, please. Yeah, this is gonna improve the efficiency by a lot, because these haulers were otherwise just, you know, overwhelmed by this entire place. Now, next up, what I want is a zipline station over here. Yeah, because this zipline station is basically going to be our, you know, entry point for this area down here. And I guess what I want right now is a better industry. So that basically means more industry. Yeah, a few more gear workshops would not actually harm anyone, especially because they're gonna get turned off anyway if they're not making stuff. Oh, and this one doesn't have power. Ooh, I wonder why. Because someone over here completely forgot to replace this power shaft with the vertical one. There we go. Yeah, our gear production should be way faster now. Yeah, the only point where we need to worry about building too much industry is what I just saw over here, which was that, yeah, we were running out of power. And someone mentioned that I could have just continued this thing underground over here. And boy, that would have helped a lot. Maybe I should. I'm gonna do that. So what I'm gonna do is build a vertical line over here So that way I only have to rebuild one of the gravity batteries. And basically what this lets me do is build a vertical power line and just gravity batteries on top. Oh, I do want to fit another one back here. And just in case I want to extend this in the future, we need to keep using the vertical power shaft over here. Yeah, because it looks like when everything is running, like it is right now, and the wind isn't blowing, we run out of power really fast. Because now the buildings don't really turn off during the night either, since they're basically all manned by bots now. Okay, I want a way to get over here, because then I can place dynamites. Oh wait, I can place dynamites over there anyway. We don't need a path over here. Yeah, there's a path over here that we can use to place those dynamites. There we go. Boom. And can we place more? Oh, I completely missed that one down there. There we go. That's 5 more. And I believe that's it, right? Yep. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we need to actually be able to connect these together. So this one needs to go away. And in its place, we're going to place a dynamite and a couple of tunnels over here. This dynamite is going to blow up. We're going to place a power shaft and connect it underground. Just like that. And then we can just build our wind turbines as usual. Perfect. Okay, so now since there's not going to be any bad water flowing out, basically ever again, I want to figure out a way to regreen the area down here as well. Yeah, and I would say that that means we need to actually get down here. And I believe this is pretty much the easiest way to get down here. This one should connect up here, right? Yeah, beautiful. Let's get all the way over here to this edge, because I want to build a few dams over here. Or maybe floodgates. Nah, dams are going to be good enough. We need the water to escape somehow, you know? And then of course you need to work all the way over here and build some dams over here as well. Thank you. As for how the water is actually going to get over here, yeah, that's a question I'm still asking myself. Because here's the thing, I don't want water to flow down over here, if it's even possible, until all of our water tanks are full. So that means whatever contraption I build over here needs to also enable or disable with these water pumps. Wait, no, it doesn't need to be enabled or disabled with the water pumps. It needs to check how much water is actually down here. Yeah, so basically while this depth sensor over here is off, then the water needs to continue flowing this way, and when that turns on, the water can continue flowing onwards this way. Okay, how do we make that happen? Let's check what level the water stops at over here. It would flow forward. Oh yeah, if we just destroy this area, as well as basically all of this area. Oh, wait a second, no, because then this Badwater rig would stop working. Yeah, we can't let water down here. That would be pretty insane. We can, however, unlock the terrain block, and let's say we build this area up a little bit, right? And then we basically tunnel over here and over here. Yeah, and as long as none of that shows up over here, yeah, it's good. So it won't actually overflow. That means I should get water over here in this channel. And now what we can do is just build a fill valve over here, which we're going to automate based on the depth sensor all the way over there. So this fill valve over here is going to automate based on this depth sensor. And when that depth sensor is off, then the target height needs to be 0. And when it's on, yeah, you can just let the water flow as usual. Wait, no, why flow as usual? Don't flow as usual. Just take it up to like 0.9 or something. Okay, and then we need to basically do the same thing again over here. Except this time around, we don't need to automate this because water's only gonna get here in the first place if that depth sensor is off. And you can just maintain a decent height over here. Alright, let's see how this works. So, water's gonna flow to the left as well as to the right side. Those water pumps are gonna turn on. That area is gonna fill up with as much water as possible. And when it fills up... yeah, about those tunnels. Completely forgot that we needed to actually build those, you know? So let's make sure that we can do this from both directions. I'm just happy that the next route hasn't even been announced yet. So we will at least be able to, you know, see this work. Oh, and the next route just gets announced as soon as I say that, of course. Here we go. And it's gonna be water coming over here. And over here. And basically filling up everything. Oh my god, I love this so much. The only thing left to do is fill up this place with water. And if I'm being honest, I kind of want to do that in a weird way. Yeah, because I want to build a canal over here. But in order for that canal to actually function, I'm gonna need to raise the water level over here a little bit. Yeah, so basically I'm gonna make another tiny little waterfall over here. on this amazing map called Waterfalls. Actually, just turn yourself off for now, otherwise you're gonna drain everything, which you just did over here. There we go. Now we can actually set this height to say 0.9. Lovely. And that should also fill up this area over here. Great. Okay, since we have basically infinite Badwater now, we can afford to build an agora. Where do we build it though? Yeah, right next to the dance hall looks good. Yeah, because I want some gap over here. Because the beavers are going to be visiting both of these as well, I want to fit basically all the decorations over here. So that's going to be a shrub, a lantern, and we can't... Oh, we can place a roof over here, excuse me. I could just build a platform and place a rooftop on top of that, but no. So let's do scarecrows. Yeah, I'm going to do the roof at the end. So scarecrows, the weather weave, and then a beaver statue right at the end over here. And what are we left with? I think the bulletin bowl is the only one that's left, right? Yeah, if we just place it over here, it should work. That's going to be in range as well. I mean, there is a hacky way to do this, and that is by digging the tiles over here a little bit. But honestly, this feels really, really cheesy. Yeah, let's dynamite this. Yeah, let me place a roof down here. Oh my god. And we're going to place an overhang on top, and then we can just make our path as usual. And basically, finally, place our beaver statue right here. Yeah, and that underground roof is gonna hit both of these places. Oh god, that is so cheesy. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's a game mechanic. We're gonna abuse it. Okay, how are we on the bot's happiness thingy-majiggy? Which I believe is the catalyst. Oh, we have more than enough. Okay, never mind. No need to worry. It does seem like I do need to worry about logs. Huh, okay. Apparently all of these logs are not enough. Oh, it's not about lumberjacks. It's about the fact that I never marked this area for cutting. And it seems like we ran out of pine resin. Huh. Let's get ourselves a single pine tree over here. And then we're gonna, clear the planting area. And I believe we can also clear the planting area over here for these ones, as well as this path. Okay, now that our gear problems are solved, I am going to build a smelter or two. But apparently I can't build this here because of this zipline station. Oh man. I mean, I can fit one over here, so I'm gonna. And then for the second one, I'm gonna place a platform and then place this on top over here. But it's gonna cause the same problem that I've basically been facing this entire time, and that is the fact that I don't have power down here. Let's actually bring it all the way to the path. Yeah, and then a power shaft goes into one of them, and regular power shafts underground, the smelter on top. Perfect. Okay, and finally, I'm also going to add another wood workshop because treated planks are really slow right now. Who would have thought stuff gets built incredibly fast when you're stockpiling thousands of everything and have an army of bots at your disposal? Okay, just some optimization over here because this place doesn't really get any, water. So no more potatoes go over here, and instead, we're gonna have all of them back here. Plus, it was about time I get myself a third farmhouse. And this time, it's gonna be powered with bots. Actually, all of these should be powered with bots now. Wait, no. We are gonna do the refineries because those have a chance of injury. We're gonna do the paper mill as well, and the lumber mill. All the lumber mills are gonna be bots. The gear workshops are already bots. Yeah, and I believe that's basically everything with a chance of injury worked with bots now. Lovely. Okay, finally, let's get ourselves a mud pit back here. But I'm starting to notice that we need a zipline station over here. So let's build a zipline station back here, and can you connect over here? Actually, wait. You're gonna connect over here, and then you're also going to build a path back here. And now, finally, we are able to make the earth recultivator. And oh my god, I'm basically gonna place it right over here in this row of buildings. So let's get rid of this path over here. Actually, I'm pretty sure that path was being used for something crazy. It's okay, we don't care anymore. Yeah, we're gonna place an earth recultivator here. And while you guys work on that, yeah, I realized what that path was being used for. The haulers were using it as an optimized way of basically bringing biofuel from this refinery to everywhere. So how about we build a zipline station for those folks? Can this one connect back here as well? Yeah, it can, okay. Yeah, so that's gonna be a nice little loop over here. And this building is gonna take a while. Oh my god. Yeah, so remember when we built another wood workshop for the treated planks? Yeah, I kind of completely forgot about the fact that we didn't have enough pine trees. So I've placed a few more, added another tapper's shack for the pine trees back here. None of this is enough. So let's just play with some other things while that is being done. This was supposed to be a one-way valve, so we're just gonna do that over here and set this to be unlimited. Oh yeah. And something else that I want to do is have a tiny little area up here for some pine tree farming, you know? Yeah, let's just get rid of all of these trees. And I believe we're gonna have to prioritize this, otherwise it's never gonna happen. Okay, and what I want to do over here is build a 3x3 hole, which we're gonna fill with a water dump. There we go. Let's make that go boom. And yeah, let's just place a fluid dump on this platform. Perfect. There we go. That looks good. Oh, fellas, what we can do over here? Yeah, remember how this fluid dump is pretty annoying? Since this water over here takes like 10 days to, evaporate, what we can do is place a depth sensor over here along with a timer. And basically, whenever the water level goes below 0.1, yeah, I'm gonna need you to turn on for like 1 day, and that's basically it. And yeah, this can be a bot as well. Yeah, so automate yourself based on this timer. And what that's gonna do is this is gonna be off now. So I don't have to have a worker over here all the time. Oh, lovely. All right, next up, what I want is a forester up here. And basically what I need you to do is just plant some pine trees everywhere, because this entire area is going to be a pine resin farm. I could extend this a little bit. So maybe just this one time I use a 3x4 hole instead of a 3x3 hole. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that's gonna let me irrigate all of this area back here as well. Right? Kind of, hopefully. Okay, and then basically just remove these trees over here, these trees back here, and also, yeah, give me these two locations so that I can place a couple of warehouses over here for pine resin. That's going to be 1 and 2, and both of these are going to be pine resin as well. And we need to see if this is going to work, by the way. Oh, the water is evaporating so slow. Yeah, the evaporation rate is really slow, okay? So this is definitely worth doing. Oh, what's flooded? Oh, it's just a bunch of buildings. No one cares about those. Yeah, this fella can be a bot, just so they can be done with all of this. Yeah, because the thing is, these trees over here only need to be planted once. So as soon as this forester is done with their job, I'm going to cancel all of these orders. Okay, but also I want the trees over here on these 4 tiles as well. How do I make that happen? I believe by placing the overhang over here. Yeah, and then we place another forester right here. And let's just wait for this fella to complete all of these. Yeah, I believe you're done. So we can now cover these tiles as well. And we can now destroy this last forester, along with these overhangs, which we no longer need. Lovely. Oh, and is this tile irrigated? Yes, it is. Lovely. Okay, that's good. That's really good. Okay, and I just realized that I don't provide the biofuel over here anymore for some reason. So let's do that. Yeah, let's get these people some biofuel over here. That's going to be 1 tile and the second tile. And we also don't have biofuel over here. Or over here, okay. Yeah, I've been slacking on the biofuel, man. And then the extract, we don't really need to worry as much, just a couple should do. Because they don't need the extract that often. So maybe. Yeah, let's just place 1 over here. And that should be more than enough for everyone's needs. Okay, these trees are almost ready now. Yeah, we're gonna be able to make so many treated planks now. Yep, just as expected, our bottleneck is no longer pine resin. So how do we make more wood workshops over here? I mean, we could build one right here. What do we need to destroy in order to make that happen though? I think this 1 tile is a problem. Yeah, so I could get up here and destroy all of these tiles from the top down. But no, that would be a bit too much. So instead, what I'm gonna do is give this tile some support, and then we're gonna build a tunnel over here. Yeah, and then of course we can just destroy these, right? Is that gonna be enough space for another wood workshop? Yes, it is. Here we go, that's connected now. And could we place another one over here? Nope, we cannot because of the zipline station. Oh man, that's okay, that's not really a problem. I wanna place a few in here. So maybe like build me a tunnel inside of this place, please. Wait, I just placed this over here and it doesn't have any power. Sad times. I should have just stuck with my original plan, which was to have a second floor up here on top of this. But I like this chaos so much that I don't want an organized floor on top of this. Yeah, so what if I just move this gear workshop over? and remove this one instead. Oh, and it still doesn't fit over there. Oh man. At this point, I'm just creating problems for myself, honestly. But hey, it worked. I was able to fit one over here. Oh man. There we go. The earth recultivator is finally done. Holy moly, did it take a while. But you see, the thing is that it's not really done. It uses one more material which I completely forgot about, and that is extract. A whopping 500 of it. And how are we making extract, you might be asking? Well, we are making extract with a single building. Once more, a bottleneck that pretty much only matters once. That's okay though, it's gonna be done sooner or later anyway. We, however, are gonna make a fountain of joy. And where on earth do we make this? Maybe up here, you know? Yeah, how about we place it up here? Is that gonna cover our houses? That is gonna cover most of our houses. Yeah, no one's really stopping us from placing more than one of these anyway. So maybe we make some room back here for another one. Yeah, let's just move these crops back a little bit, just a couple tiles. Yeah, it's really not like we were harvesting all of them. So these can just go away. And let's place another one of these fountains down here. Are you kidding me? There's gonna be a few houses where it doesn't actually get covered. That's fine, that's fine. They're gonna get happy when they visit the mud hall and the dance pit. The mud hall and the dance pit, excuse me. And yeah, now that I think about it, I kind of want to go for the full bonus. So I don't want you guys to have kids anymore because kids have not yet eaten all of these foods. And that basically means that, you know, the average well-being is not maximum. But if we pause these, then they don't have houses, and that means, how do I stop you people from having kids? Plus, how do I get all of you to have wet fur? You know what? We're gonna worry about it when we get to it. I'm just gonna launch this as soon as possible. Alright, we're gonna launch this now. Okay, the game speed was way too fast. Interesting. We're gonna go back in time. Alright, let's lower the game speed this time around, and we are gonna launch this. There we go. Holy moly, it has been a wild ride, okay people? We finally finished another map. Okay, now I'm gonna need my beavers to not die for like a short while, so that we can get up to maximum happiness. Also, it's the wet fur. The wet fur is the problem, because I believe we don't have enough showers, right? We don't have any showers, actually. Okay, we're gonna give these people some showers. What do you mean someone is 0.9 because of no shelter? I'm gonna make a bunch of mini lodges at this point. Okay, so now everyone over here is happy with almost everything except the earth recultivator. We have the earth recultivator ready again, and we're gonna launch it right now. Alright people, this is the second time around. And there we go, we got the well-being of 77 and we got the highest well-being achievement. Scratch that one off the bucket list. Bye.